Good morning, dear students. The next topic that we have studied about the online transactions, and the next topic that we have to study is about the security and the safety of e-transactions or e-business risk. So we know that we are dealing with like online transactions, and when we are making the online transactions, there is a possibility that there may be some kind of risks are there. So there are some securities which are there in order to avoid this type of risk. So we will study about these type of things. Online transactions, unlike arm's length transactions in physical exchange, are prone to a number of risks. Risk refers to the probability of any mishappening that can result into financial, reputational, or psychological losses to the parties involved in the transaction. So there will be type of losses like financial losses may be there, or any kind of reputational. See, like you are having very prestige and reputation and all, and that can be lost, or any psychological problems will be there. Like if you imagine that if a person is facing or cheated by any companies, in such a situation, the person will be it will be affected psychologically also. So there are some kind of problems. So all these type of risks are there. And because of a greater probability of such risk in the case of online transactions, security and safety issues becomes the most crucial concern in e-business. One may broadly discuss their issues under three headings: transaction risk, data storage and transmission risk, and threat to intellectual property and privacy risk. So these are the different categories that we can study, or different types of risk that are connected with the online transactions. So the first one we have to study is about the transaction risk. Online transactions are vulnerable to the following types of transaction risk. So the first category is called as the transaction risk, and in that there are few subheadings. First one is called as the default on order taking and giving. See, for example, seller denies that the customer ever placed the order, or the customer denies that he ever placed the order. This may be referred to as a default on order taking and giving. So like imagine that you have made a order, or you went to the website and you created an order. But you waited, you were thinking that you will be receiving the product, and you waited. And after, like they said that 5 days time or 10 days time, and the particular date is given, but on that particular date you could not receive the product, and you waited even after few days, then also you did not get the product. Then you contacted the customer care, or you contacted the company where you have given order, and then the company is telling that the company has not received, or you did not make such order. Okay, so sir, that will be there. Or sometimes you like the company received an order from you, and the company has sent you the product, and the product has been brought to you, and when the product is reaching to you, then you say that I did not make the order. So such type of problems will be there. So these type of problems are called as the default on order taking and giving. So first type of problem. This may be like somebody else have made the order. Sometimes the address given may be given wrong, or sometimes the customers may be like saying lie also. Means sometimes it may be taking place, like some fraud companies will be there, or sometimes the like people are also simply making order, and after that they say that we did not give order. So the intended delivery does not take place. Goods are delivered at a wrong address, or goods other than ordered may be delivered. This may be regarded as a default on delivery. Okay, so there may be some kind of issues are there. So like you have not given any order, but somebody is coming and delivering the product to you. Okay, so you did not give order only, but you get the product. Or sometimes you have given the order, and the order may be received in some other place. Okay, so maybe because of the problem with the regarding to the address, so you have given wrong address, or they have written wrong address, or any words in the address may be read wrongly, or numbers might have been changed, or numbers might have been understood wrongly. So such type of issues may be there. So these are called as the default on delivery. Then next one, seller does not get the payment for the goods supplied, whereas the customer claims that the payment was made. This may be referred to as default on payment. Okay, so sometimes you have already made the payment, but the company is telling that we did not receive the payment. Okay, or such type of issues may be there. So this type of issue is called as the default on payment. Okay, so there are basically three types of transaction risks are there. First one, default on order taking and giving. Second one is a default on delivery, and the third one is a default on payment. Okay. Thus, e-business risk may arise for the seller or buyer on account of a default on order taking, delivery as well as payment. Such situations can be avoided by providing for identity and location address verification at the time of registration, and obtaining authorization as to the order confirmation and payment realization. For example, in order to confirm that the customer has correctly entered his details in the registration form, the seller may verify the same from the cookies. Cookies are very similar to the caller ID in telephones that provide telemarketers with such a relevant information as the consumer's name, address, and previous purchases payment record. As for the customer's protection from anonymous sellers, it is always advisable to shop from well-established shopping sites. So sometimes, like when you are making the registration nowadays, like the phone numbers and all verification is done, address verification, phone number verification, all these things are there. So like when they are giving, when you are making a registration, they will send you an email or they will send you a message to your phone, and in that there will be a 4-digit or 5-digit or 6-digit number called as OTP. And that number they will be telling us to type on the this one verification code will be sent. So that with that verification code, the company will be able to identify that the number which is given is correct, means it is yours itself. And most of the time when you are making an order, there will be a message sent to your mobile phone as well as a message sent to the mail also. And if you have not made this order, you can cancel the order there. Okay, so there is an option given there. If it is not by your own, see, like somebody else is taking the your account and giving order, or somebody else is using your mobile number and giving the order, then they will be sending, mostly the company will be sending a message to your mobile phone as well as a mail to the email ID. So with that, this type of risks can be avoided. And another thing is that, see, like if you are ordering, you should order the products, like when you are doing online transactions, don't simply get cheated by using the new websites. Some websites are there, they are giving so many very big offers and all they are providing, and when you get the product, sometimes you may not get the product only, and when you get the product, sometimes it may be a wrong product. So there are some like a famous websites are there, like Amazon, eBay, Flipkart, all these websites are there, and also you have to watch the review there. So there are some customer reviews written there. Sometimes the customers might have been getting cheated, so then they will be writing the comments there. So the reviews, so there are some stars are given, like 5 stars are there. Some products are having 5 star, 4 star, 3 star, like that. And the rating of the products are there. So you have to see the rating of the product as well as the review that is given by different customers. So based on that, if you give the notifications or purchase the product, then there is a less chance of errors or mistakes will be there. Okay. As for the payment, we have already seen that almost 95% of the cases people use credit cards for their online purchase. At the time of confirming the order, the buyer is required to furnish the details such as the card number, card issuer, and the card validity. So all the type of data information has to be verified before you make the transaction. Otherwise, sometimes if the number which is given is wrong, then there is a possibility that the payment may not be done, or to which company that number, account numbers and so on are there. So these details has to be properly made. Then there is a less chance of errors will be there. The next type of risk that is available is called as a data storage and transmission risk. Information is power indeed, but think for a moment, if the power goes into wrong hands. Data stored in the systems are en route is exposed to a number of risks. Vital information may be stolen or modified to pursue some selfish motives or simply for fun. You must have heard of virus and hacking. Okay, so you might have heard about this virus and hacking. So what do you know what is the full form of virus? Virus means virtual information resources under siege. So the resource, this one is already given there. You can just go through it. You have to study the full form of virus, vital information resources under siege. Siege means it is captured. Okay, so the very important informations have been captured by somebody else. Actually, virus is a program which replicates itself on the other computer systems. The effect of a computer virus can range from mere annoyance in terms of on-screen display. So there are different types of computer viruses are there. There are different stages are there. So one kind of a virus is there, it will just make a disturbances and all. And some kind of viruses are there that may be attacking to the particular files. Like you may have a file and it will affect the file that you are having. Okay, sometimes it will entirely destroy the computer itself. Full computer it will destroy. So such type of very powerful viruses are also there. Okay, so different categories of viruses are there. Okay, installing and timely updating antivirus programs and scanning the files and disk with them provides protection to your data files, folders and systems from the virus attacks. So if in order to avoid this type of problems, you have to purchase an antivirus software and install it in your computer. And just by installing antivirus, it will not give you full protection, but you have to update the antivirus softwares time and again, at least once in a week or twice in a week. You have to make updations. So you know, see, like if a virus, when you install the antivirus software into your computer, it will give protection to the viruses until that day. Okay, so until that day, or when the computer, this software was made at that, till that time, how many viruses were there, only up to that it will be giving protection. So after that, every day new viruses are being created. Okay, so if such type of new viruses are there, that this type of new viruses, the antivirus software may not be able to give you protection. So that will give risk to your computer. Risk of a threat to intellectual property and privacy. Okay, internet is an open space. Once the information is available over the internet, it moves out of the private domain. It then becomes difficult to protect it from being copied. Data furnished in the course of online transactions may be supplied to others who may start dumping a host of advertising and promotional literature into your email box. You are then at the receiving end with a little respite from receiving junk mails. So there are some kind of issues like that. See, like once if you are giving an information, see, like if your phone number is given to a website, so that website will be like when you are creating, you simply might have given your mobile number, but that company may be giving your mobile number to some other companies, especially to some advertising companies and so on. So these advertising companies will be sending you so many mails. If your email ID is given to somebody, then you will be receiving so many mails, or your number is given, then you will be getting so many phone calls and unnecessary messages and all. Some advertisements and all are there, some unnecessary informations which you are not necessary. So such kind of a disturbance will be created, and you are keep on getting, see, somebody is having your phone number and they may be disturbing you, and even if you say no to them, they may continue to do. So if you stop, if you want to stop this one, then also they will be still continuing sending messages and all. Even if you give stop option and all, but they will continue sending messages. So this will be a disturbance for you. So such type of problems may be there. Then resources required for successful e-business implementation. Setting up of any business requires money, men, machines. For e-business, you require additional resources for developing, operating, maintaining and enhancing a website, where site means location and web means World Wide Web. So if you want to have any business, if you want to start, there are money is required, men required, materials required, all these type of things are required. But if you want to start a online business, then another thing that you need require is the website. So you need to create a website, and that has to be, proper information has to be uploaded in the website. Simply speaking, a website is a firm's location on the World Wide Web. So World Wide Web, you might have familiar. So it is the entire world is connected just like a spider web. Okay, interconnected. So from different areas, it is interconnected. So that can be. It is a part of. We are just having a connection. We are just making a line to the internet. That's all. Okay. So obviously, website is a physical location. Rather, it is an online embodied of all the content that a firm may like to provide to others. So when you create a website, you will get a particular location for storing the information about yourself. So the companies will be or different areas. So there are some companies providing you the website links and all, and that with the help of that we will be able to create some space we will be getting in the cyberspace that our data can be stored and it can be transferred to other members. Okay. So these are about the online transactions, and the next topic that is given in your book is about outsourcing, and this outsourcing syllabus has been removed from your syllabus for this year, so you need not to study that. And so the remaining portion is there, only that outsourcing, about outsourcing only remaining portion is given in your chapter. So the chapter is over, so we will study the next chapter in the next class. Okay, thank you so much.